everybody, what's up? 72 Fins 1 bringing you part 2 of Truck Trailer Rebuild Flatbed Edition. First, part 1 I explained just what flatbed trailer is about and what the advantages, disadvantages, you know, all that kind of good stuff, and explained that the floor was the problem. Now, it's sitting level now because I have gone ahead and hooked it up to my lawnmower here. And I'll show you how this thing hooks up as opposed to me just trying to blindly explain it in the first part. That's where it would go through the receiver. I mean, the receiver would be thicker, but you get the idea of how it hooks up and how it move back and forth. And for those of you wondering, yes, the mower can move it back and forth to answer any questions. Now, thing is, we've got boards still left on the floor here, the old floor. Sorry about my dog in the background. And they run from one side to the other. Now what we have here is, I don't know if I find a good board. Well, there isn't a good board on this trailer, but like okay, this one isn't attached, but right about there, that's a screw that goes through the wood and then into the C-channel like so. There, goes through this and then like under where my finger's at, so it just goes through there. It's either a screw or a nut or a bolt, and it runs along the passenger side rail, the middle rail, and passenger, the middle, and the driver's side. The ones around from about right, I will say there, run the width all the way out to the edge of the apron right here, right there where my finger's at, from the front of the apron to the front of the wheel, and then from the back of the wheel to the back end of the trailer. And the other ones are shorter because there's wheel wells that were on here that I don't have anymore, but more on that later. Anyways, now where the boards are gone, we still got the old screws stuck in place, so that's gonna be the next step. Now I got myself my Sawzall here, which has a blade that's called wood with nails. So in some spots I'm probably gonna have to cut around the wood and probably hit the nails or the screws or whatever in the process. And it's battery powered. Grinder with some metal cutting discs. Because what I'm gonna do here is take the wheel, just line it up like that. So when I just fire the grinder up, it'll zip them off flat, because these bolts are just not going to come out after being this rusty and crusty and all this stuff after all these years. So just, those will be the easy ones to zip off with the grinder, cut them off. The one where they're still attached to the floor, like right there, is going to be the hard ones, because I'm going to have to use the Sawzall to cut them off, and probably like go on each side of the board and then just whack it with my hammer here, and pry it up with the pry bar. Well, not a pry bar, tire iron. Just underneath and wedge them off where they're still stuck on. So yeah, anyways, the only screws, nut bolts that are a little different is the apron right here. It's the corner, right? Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, but like right there and right there is where some nuts and bolts go in to hold them in place. So I'm gonna have to cut those off as well. But anyways, that's gonna do it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll bring you guys another part later.